The wind blows unnaturally cold. Winter is coming, in the words of House Stark. But when the Iron Throne beckons, Westeros answers, and a tourney in King's Landing is not to be missed. Welcome to Mechanist RPG. I know I'm quite happy to be here, and now Heelbot has given me a weird face where he did. Oh, there's that. Okay. Yeah, so welcome to Mechanist RPG. I am sitting here with Mr. Argyes.
Hello.
He's in Skype, actually. And Heelbot's here.
Hello.
And Mr. Frapples is here.
Good evening.
And Tripsy's here.
Hi.
So before we begin, I would like all of you to go around and tell us about your character name, and your character background. Our guys, you go first.
Alright.
Nose goes.
I am Ulrich Stalvar Bjornsson, and 20 years ago I lived in a small village outside of Foreign Kingdom with my wife and child, and when war overtook our kingdom, my family was killed and I was left for death. When I awoke, I found my village destroyed, and the maester and I were the only survivors. Forced to flee the kingdom, we arrived at House Mechanist, where I remained in solitude for many years, depressed, drunken, and lonely, until I was offered a position defending the outer walls of the kingdom with my companion Archer Eighth, where I have since been living, defending the people of House Mechanist.
My name is Daniel Snow. I'm 50 and a maester. I was from the same kingdom as Mr. Ulbard and
Ulrich.
Ulrich. Did I already mess this up?
You said Ulbard.
Oh boy, this is going to go really well.
Oh yeah.
So when our village was raided, I was actually away for the day, running errands, and when I returned, I discovered all slaughtered, save for one surviving man and lots of corpses, and that has not gone well for me. At first, I simply recoiled in sight of it, but since then I have dedicated my life to learning more about the people who have killed our entire clan, and I have provided my services as a maester to the Mechanists. I am a good friend with Mr. Argyes. However, the past is still quite painful. Since then, please do not enter my room, because while I do have maester materials, I also have a very large wall that I have painted all of the possible connections on and drawn lines between them all, and I'm just a little bit crazy. So, seriously, stay out.
And
Mom.
we hang out with
Mom.
you because...
I love it so much.
Dang it. Okay, first... That's gotta go over there. My name is Eighth Cleanshot. I came from the other side of the wall. I was once a wildling, and I came across over the wall, and now I live in the kingdom. Not the kingdom.
Did you climb or did you boat over?
I climbed.
GG.
And once I got across, I lived in this area?
So I should quickly mention that everyone is playing for the Honorable House Mechanist in the north. House Mechanist is situated on the coast. Its closest to neighboring houses are the Glovers of Deepwood Mott and House Mormont on Bear Island, I should say. So you're a northern house. You're kind of in the middle of the north, honestly. You're south of Deepwood Mott. But you still have lots of problems with wildlings coming in, and bandits. So it's somewhat lawless in the woods. But yeah, that's House Mechanist.
Our kingdom was very lawless when I entered, and since then the lands have been cleaned a lot because I've been there, and I've been living as pretty much a ranger in his lands, and he didn't know about me for a really long time, and then I came across his troops when I cleaned up a really big bandit fort, and that's how we kind of met. And now I live on his land, and he kind of lets me live there, even though he knows I'm a wildling and should be sent back.
Who are you talking he here?
Sasquatch.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't formally introduced
The Lord.
him yet. Yeah. So House Mechanist, current head of house, is Lord Sasquatch the Ruthless. He wields a double-headed Valyrian steel battle axe, which he is quite adept at using.
Hey, is that a double-bladed Valyrian steel axe you're wielding, or are you just happy to see me?
Yes. Okay, excellent. And lastly, but certainly not leastly,
Alright, I will be playing today as Ivana. She was of questionable birth and sold to the wildlings at the age of 4 as a sort of slave. And after I grew up, I decided to go back south to try to figure out where I came from. And while traveling through the Mechanist lands, I came across Sir Sassy being attacked by a bear and saved his life. Now I wear the bear's pelt and I work Sassy's stables.
stable master. And also, I think the most interesting thing back to your character is, if you want to tell people that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you want people to know that you're a warg?
Well,
Or do you want to keep that a secret?
Too late.
Yeah, it's kind of too late. But
I have a pet shadow cat.
Yeah.
And have shown tendencies toward being a warg, but haven't developed my skill.
yeah. Quite excellent. So, all our characters are in their normal day-to-day routine. For Daniel, that means he's in his little maester's room, probably grinding up some sort of poultice while staring at his wall of connections, wondering who killed everyone.
Excuse me while I use the little maester's room.
For Barabana, that means you're probably mucking out a stable or something, or cleaning a horse down, or in some sort of training. And for Aeth and Ulrich, that means you're probably either drilling in the courtyard.
Water.
I have now been shown the international symbol for I need water.
Can you tell me what I'm doing again?
You're just drilling in the house courtyard.
I'm drilling. Oh, okay, cool. With my hand axes or with my bow?
What do you want to drill with?
I would like to be working with my hand axes.
Okay, so you're drilling with your hand axes. Do you want to be, like, throwing them?
No.
Like, practicing throwing them, or sparring?
I spar.
Okay, do you want to spar with Ulrich? Or do you want to spar with a house guardsman?
I spar with a house guard.
Okay.
But I work close enough to Ulrich that we can work on tactics together.
Yeah.
I
So,
should be sparring with like a bale of hay or something.
Yeah.
I was about to
Flinging
say,
it across the
Ulrich, you're sparring with 3 house guardsmen.
Yeah.
And
A
there
mammoth.
And a mammoth. No
I
mammoths.
should
Mammoths
know
don't exist.
that I am 6'10" and 380 pounds.
Me IRL.
He's a very large man. He's
I did not
like
expect that to taste so good.
It's weird. He's like Gregor Clegane.
It's a cough drop.
Right.
Uh-huh.
That's not a tangent at all. Okay.
It's going so well.
And all about the same time, a guardsman or a page, like a young servant of the court, runs up to you and says that Lord Sassy has required your presence in the hall.
I cut off his foot and then I go with him.
Is that all of us or just...
Oh, all of us or just...
All of you. Yeah, all about the same time somebody walks up to you. Like a guardsman comes up and talks to you guys. There's a knock on your door, and there's someone says, "Hey, Lord Sassy wants you in the hall." And the courtyard and the stable should be fairly close together, so the same guardsman just comes.
So I whistle over to Ulrich and just go and just wave my eye over my head, and he.
I knock the last guard over and accompany you.
Yeah.
Numbers.
Roll agility.
Oh, real? Okay.
I'm gonna make it roll agility. Why not?
Okay.
This is 10. This is 5. 15.
Okay, you're fine. You technically succeeded on that with multiple degrees, but I don't give a shit.
Ah,
so
cool.
I'm not giving you anything extra.
Then I would like to say that I push the page over and then I do it. No, I don't do
That's
that.
fine. No, it's fine.
I push him in the mud and say, "Suck
Wow.
on that."
Wow, that's weird.
Such
Okay,
a bitch.
so all of you arrive in the Great Hall.
I'm not a very nice
What's so great
person.
about it?
It's large, and it's the largest.
That's pretty great.
living area. It is pretty great.
It's pretty great.
It's somewhat long, but it's not the best hall that you've ever seen before. It's fairly modest. And Lord Sassy is sitting in front of a plate of mostly chicken wings. But he's sitting there, and he's at the end, he's at, like, the front of the hall, but he's down where the normal people sit. He's not up, sitting, where the Lord usually sits. And that's not really a weird thing, to see. He usually doesn't like sitting on the Lord's raised platform, unless he absolutely has to. But you walk up, and so all four of you are just kind of standing there in front of him, and he hasn't started eating yet. He's kind of just looking around, and he picks up a piece of paper that he has next to him, and he looks at all of you, and he says, "A raven late last night came and delivered this message." And he gives it to Frapples, to Daniel.
Okay, I'd like to read it.
And the note says, "To the noble houses of Westeros, greetings in the name of King Robert Baratheon, His Royal Highness." King Robert Baratheon. "His Royal Highness has declared a tourney shall be held in the honor of the crown on the fields of King's Landing, to begin 4 weeks hence. All vassals of the crown are invited to attend and to honor their names."
Okay, I'd like to read it aloud to everybody.
Okay. I'm not going to make it roll for
No, but
It's
they
just
just
kind
read
of a
that.
routine thing. So you read it aloud. And he looks at you and he says, "The four of you are going to go to King's Landing."
You know, I'm not much of a showy kind of person, right? I say to Sassy.
Lord Sassy throws a chicken wing at your face.
Catching it, I just deflect it. Drawing an arrow, I shoot a page in the face.
It misses your head. It flings about your head. And he points, he motions around him, and he's like, "Does it look like any of us are?" "No. Personally, I don't give a shit about the actual tourney. However, you are going to kill that archery contest, and we will bring honor to this house."
Dino would like to break the fourth wall and let all children listening know that they probably shouldn't be, because this will contain some strong language.
Daniel is going to attend the Macer's Conclave.
Hell yeah.
Barabana is going to participate in the Equestrian Challenge with one of our finest horses. And Ulrich is going to win the melee. Is going to participate in the melee.
Oh yes.
One of you will have to ride in the tourney, but as that it has never been our strong suit and that has never been what House Mechanist is about, I do not care the results of that. We are going to win what we know we can win. In the most honorable
Which is the
fashion.
hearts and minds of all who love us.
Which is the archery contest, the equestrian challenge, and the grand melee. You're going along to help heal people.
Yeah.
And to attend the Maester's Conclave.
Okay.
House Mechanist's Maester has not attended the Maester's Conclave in many years.
Because I'm a lazy ass.
So we should make a showing. It's about time we made a showing.
Been too busy working on my conspiracy wall.
So what do you do?
Okay.
Do you have any objections? Anybody have
When
any
do you want us to leave, Lord Sassy?
First light.
I will pack my things.
The
We
rest
can leave
of-
earlier.
The rest of your duties for the rest of the day will be suspended. Your underlings or other people will pick that up. You can spend the rest of the day preparing for the journey, and tonight we'll hold a feast in your honor of your departure.
Can we have chicken wings?
No, I'm gonna eat all these.
Damn.
No chicken wings for you.
You're the chicken wing Nazi now.
Or guys, do you have any objections? Anything you
No,
want to raise?
nothing. I get to hit people.